Shalom, shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS that bring and teach relevant scripture salutations to the icon and known as word of truth and faith and in all sincerity. Today's lesson is going to be about going into the so-called, and the reason why I say it's so-called is because Esau, Edom, think to change times, seasons, laws. Okay, his intention is to distort. Nothing about this man is truthful unless he's actually getting some kind of gain from it. And so with that being said, this man is wicked and everything's starting to come down upon his head. Just like what went on with ancient Rome, the Roman Empire. Rome has spread itself too thin. The same way with Babylon 2.0, the daughter of Babylon, America, okay, that have the traits of a lot of the ancient kingdoms rolled into one. And so with that being said, knowing that this man has a very short-lived space and time that he has, according to Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And so knowing that Esau, Edom, the one who the world ignorantly calls the so-called white man or the Caucasian, the people lacking melanin pigmentation, these are the people for the most part. Not every single so-called pale-looking person is from the nation of Edom, but it's safe to say for the most part it is, but not all. Okay, they come from the other nations and also Israel. Okay, a small portion of Israel looks like Esau, Edom. Whereas the seed come from the father. It's the father's lineage. That seed is of the father. And if your father is an Israelite, a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, then that's what your heritage is, because your father's lineage. That's who you are. But if your father is from the other nations, okay, through the spirit, then that's who you are. So this man has a short time, and there's war breaking out everywhere. And when I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. Iran, there's a war going on in Iran. Okay, which Iran is against the state of Israel, because we can't really call them Israel because their forefathers do not go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Their forefather goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Esau, which Esau is still Hebrew, but he's a Hebrew Edomite, not a Hebrew Israelite. And so even though they have the lineage of the Hebrew stock, they're not of the covenant. And so they are not the promised people. Okay, so with that being said, knowing that Esau, Edom has a short time, and knowing that all these wars are breaking out, he's not going to be able to contain all these wars at one time. You got war, you got drills, so-called drills, going on in Taiwan right now. That's another of what you would consider question to America's force and allied forces, okay, knowing that they're going to have to answer to that eventually. Even though right now Taiwan can hold its own, Taiwan can't hold its own forever. China's a massive country with many times over the population. With that comes the rest of the things that are attributed to it. The arms, planes, defense mechanisms, so on and so forth. Taiwan can't sustain itself like that forever. It either has to pull the trigger or be assimilated. It can't stall. I don't know about you, but if somebody was to surround my home, speaking as a man, I'm going to take that as an act of war. Once you get on the yard, the territory of the yard, that's already a declaration of war in my book as a man. We speak as a man. Okay? Let alone the front porch. That's just not going to happen. And with that being said, America has to respond. America does not have a choice while it's making itself an enemy to all its allies. You're either going to have to respond or they're going to look at you as the enemy. Point blank period. That's just how it's going to go. You're either with me or you're against me. And that's how these countries are looking at America right now. So America's hesitating to pull the trigger on protecting Taiwan and Ukraine and all these other countries. It's not going to do anything but make the pot boil over. That's all it's going to do. You're just delaying the inevitable. Esau, Edom, go ahead and do what you normally do and go to war. There's no other option for you. You don't have a choice. Like the elder mentions this time and time again, there's only so much you can do as far as kicking this can down the road. You can only kick this can down the road, but for so long you're going to eventually have to act. And come on and act, because we're ready to subdue not only the other nations, but mainly Esau, Edom, through our big brother Yahweh Shai. Okay? This is what's going to happen, whether Esau, Edom likes it or not, whether he acts on it or not. Even if he doesn't act on it, he's got a clear conscience not to act on it. Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, is going to make him act, just like he's doing with Raush or Russia. This is just what it is. There's no getting around it. There's no getting under it. There's no getting under it. The only way that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai wants you to act is meeting this head on. He's tired of your kingdom. And the hopeful elect likewise is tired of your bitch ass kingdom, where you keep Israel in subjection and oppression. And I have some damning information whenever the time is right for Elder Malcolm to see how you assholes have been moving lawfully as far as the USC and the certain laws goes. You done maneuvered all these chess pieces without laying down the rules of the game. And when our people